luck finding affordable tickets for the Indiana Fever preseason game against Brazil at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Seats at the arena for the May 4th matchup between the Indiana Fever and Brazil were first offered to season ticket holders and a few top donors. Didn't take long for them to be.
Since Caitlin Clark entered the WNBA, one thing has been crystal clear: she's the moment. But this weekend, something happened that even the loudest Angel Reese fans couldn't ignore. Caitlin's homecoming game completely sold out. Meanwhile, Angel Reese's big return to LSU turned into a ghost town. Empty seats, discounted tickets, and a silence louder than the hype she once promised.
What I also think is hilarious is that they took that a step further. So if you go to the team store, the Indiana Fever's team store, you will see that they have a brand new t-shirt that they are selling. And that t-shirt says, "Every game is a home game." And then on the back, it says, "Now you know," with a sold out banner with all of their basically schedule. It's like a tour t-shirt and it says, "Every game is a home."
When Angel Reese left LSU for the Chicago Sky, fans expected a hero's welcome when she returned. After all, this was the same arena where she danced with the NCAA trophy, where she became the Bayou Barbie, the face of a generation. But on this night, that purple carpet rolled out into silence.
Family and friends of Angel Reese welcomed the Bayou Barbie back to the Bayou. Pay very, very close attention to the so-called crowd. Roll the clip. This was her homecoming. This was supposed to be a night of celebration. It looked like an LSU home game in November of 2023, when Angel Reese was supposedly at the height of her drawing power. Thousands of empty seats.
Out of 13,000 available seats, just over 6,300 were filled, less than half capacity. Tickets were going for as low as $15. Some were even handed out for free, yet fans stayed home. Meanwhile, over in Iowa, Caitlin Clark's preseason game sold out in 27 minutes flat.
Since Caitlin Clark has entered the league, the prevailing conversation around the WNBA has been drawing power.
This wasn't just a loss on the scoreboard, it was a loss of credibility. Reese has spent months claiming she's the reason people care about women's basketball, that her personality and flair brought new eyes to the league. But the numbers, they tell a very different story.
There's one thing that Angel Reese is not. Angel Reese is not a draw. If you haven't believed me before, this weekend further proved that point. Because the Bayou Barbie was officially rejected in the Bayou. Angel Reese was rejected at home.
Even major sports analysts couldn't ignore it. On X, fans wrote, "Bayou Barbie got benched by reality." While another said, "Caitlin sells out arenas. Angel can't sell free tickets." It's brutal, but it's what happens when the spotlight shifts and you're no longer the one holding it.
Embarrassing. Now, you're not going to hear this from the mainstream media, who continues to pretend that the Bayou Barbie is beloved. You're not going to hear this from the media, who continues to pretend that Angel Reese is a huge star.
Caitlin Clark's star power is rewriting the WNBA's playbook. Her Indiana Fever preseason game in Iowa? Gone in under half an hour. Resale prices shot through the roof. Fans traveled from multiple states. She's not just filling seats, she's transforming them into events.
The Chicago Sky go into LSU, the home court of Angel Reese. Man, it's going to be lit. It's going to be lit.
This contrast only adds fuel to one of the WNBA's biggest storylines, the ongoing rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. It started in college, when Reese taunted Clark during the NCAA championship. It reignited in the pros when Reese suggested the media was biased in Clark's favor.
Nobody showed up to this sucker. Nobody. Let me just blow this. Look at that. I noticed it right off the bat. Look, number one, look at all the purple seats down here in this lower bowl section. And then the entire top bowl, forget about it. Forget about it.
But here's the truth. Controversy may build headlines, but consistency builds empires. Clark has done both, leading in scoring, attendance, and television ratings. Meanwhile, Reese's off-court brand seems to be overshadowing her on-court impact.
Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese are not the same. Both had their homecoming celebrations this weekend. One of them sold out in 27 minutes. The other one couldn't give away free ticket.
After the LSU debacle, fans took to social media to express disappointment. Even some of her loyal supporters admitted it was hard to defend her after this. One user wrote, "I love Angel, but this is embarrassing." Another added, "You can't claim to be the face of women's basketball if nobody's showing up."
In case you were wondering, I did do the math. How many seats were actually left last night? Over 6,800. In a 13,000 capacity arena, there was over 6,800 seats still available. And some people were saying, by the way, that literally there were some $15 tickets out there.
And that's where this story hits hard, because beneath the confidence, the jewelry, and the brand deals, Angel Reese is human. The pressure, the comparisons, the expectations, they're all piling up. But in the league of Caitlin Clark, there's little room for excuses.
Look at all those empty seats, folks. That is crazy as hell. I mean, empty, all that. Never mind all this. They could have put black tarps over it. Look at that. Look at that. Look, the WNBA still got problems. They got problems over and beyond one player. I don't know what they do about.
With the WNBA season heating up, both stars will have their chance to rewrite their narratives. Reese will need to prove she's more than a social media sensation, while Clark continues to define what real star power looks like. The question is, can Angel Reese bounce back, or will Caitlin Clark leave her completely in the shadows?
Brazilians sent their national team to Baton Rouge to open the WNBA preseason against the Chicago Bravado. The event was marketed as a homecoming for Angel Reese. The Bayou Barbie returns to the Bayou to be worshipped by her millions and millions of adoring fans.
2 stars, 2 homecomings, one shocking contrast. While Caitlin Clark sold out arenas with fans fighting for tickets, Angel Reese faced the one thing every athlete fears: empty seats. Tonight, we're breaking down how Reese's homecoming turned from celebration to humiliation, and why this might mark a turning point in the WNBA's future.
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize.
Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese were supposed to be the dual faces of women's basketball. Their college rivalry became one of the most watched storylines in NCAA history. LSU versus Iowa, Bayou Barbie versus the Iowa icon.
The crowd was praising their Bayou Barbie. The chants of Angel Reese could be heard all the way in the third row. Problem is, I wouldn't exactly call it a crowd. Even calling it a small gathering might be inappropriate. Perhaps a more suitable description would be a family reunion.
They call it the Clark effect. The Indiana Fever are breaking attendance records across the league. Opposing teams are literally moving games to bigger arenas just to host her. A preseason game drew 15,000 fans, the largest in WNBA preseason history.
And then here we have today, basically clapping back at all of that and proving that they know that they are the moment, they are the Showtime team, they are the biggest team currently in the WNBA. This kind of stuff is not only good for the Indiana Fever, it's good for the entire WNBA.
At the end of the day, the fans have spoken, through ticket sales, through viewership, through loyalty. Caitlin Clark is the moment. Angel Reese wants to be. But until the empty seats disappear, the numbers tell the truth louder than any quote. If you ride with Caitlin Clark, comment "CC is the needle" below. If you still believe in Angel Reese's comeback, type "Bayou Bounce." Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because this story, it's only getting started. What do you think? Did Sue Bird cross a line? Or deliver the wake-up call Reese needed? Comment below. And if you want more WNBA breakdowns, insider takes, and drama analysis, subscribe and stay tuned. Sue Bird didn't end the argument. She started a reckoning. For Angel Reese, the path is clear. Let the basketball overshadow the spotlight. Whether she listens or retaliates will define whether she's remembered as a lasting pro or just another flare-driven flash.